TVPG for fear and sex. Yes. Oh, more testing for Wesley. Another danger room experience.
Yeah, because only one of you gets to go, right? So,
Also, I know because I've graduated the academy.
Yeah.
Wait
And
till
literally,
you actually get there.
I'd say literally everyone on the bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, imagine how weird it was because Data was made that way, right? So when he went through the academy to get his to get his rank, everyone else was a kid and he was an adult.
He was like, I did have a classmate in a college history class who was always the first to raise his hand.
Oh.
Not even raise his hand, just shout out the answer. And the professor just went with it. Like, okay, you're right. Yep, that's it. And went on with his lecture. Oh, what's going on here with Pulaski?
He's upset.
Oh, he's got to get that procedure that, men of a certain age have to do every 5 years.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, that's it. That's probably sure. That's probably it.
The old scissor tube.
You get to drink that fancy Kool-Aid.
Oh, geez. I am not looking forward to that.
You don't have to admit that you're about to have one.
Not about to, but I'm supposed to. Besides, it's important. I will definitely say, men, watch your colon health. Yes. It actually really, really is important. Do it.
If Dr. Pulaski orders you onto a shuttle to check your colon, you do it.
I don't know if I'll let Dr. Pulaski check my colon. I'll let Dr. Crusher. Yeah.
Not Wesley Crusher, Dr. Crusher. What? This is like going on a business trip with your boss.
Sweater up top, ski suit down below.
Everyone loves this Epsilon pulsar.
It's some good stuff, man. Like a Worf's like, what do you want me to say?
What are you looking at me for?
I'm not part of this.
You're the first officer. You talk to him. But he's still like first, second season Picard, where he's like, nope, can't show weakness.
Yep.
Can't even tell my first officer why I'm suddenly leaving him in command of the ship.
Yeah.
I just have business.
This is before they formed like their semi-friendship and the trust has been established.
Yes. When they say goodbye to each other, they give a firm handshake. And here's Sonia Gomez for her second appearance. And last.
Aww.
Because they were like, nah, we don't like you.
I bet you it's because her voice was too high. No, I guarantee you, because there's a thing in Hollywood, they don't like the high voices in in serious shows.
Trip, who's been talking about my trip? See, that's like old Picard. Like, how dare you discuss my personal business amongst now the whole crew knows. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, he's like so upset. Oh, down to warp 5.
Shuttle Einstein, really? We're just going for... All right.
Call it Einstein.
Fine. We don't have any ex-captains or NASA astronauts to get in-jokes in on.
Sekar Ramrod. He said something about a heart surgery. It's in the Fat Boy Slim system.
Near the Moby cluster. Rhomboid Droniger sounds like some old Scotch whiskey.
It does,
like
yeah.
The old barrel from the Isle of wherever.
Yeah, something that just has like a raven on the label.
Yeah.
All right, Steven, what episode are we watching today?
This is season 2, and we are on the episode Samaritan Snare, which features, it's one of those season 2 episodes that was affected by the writer's strike of that year. So they took 2 unfinished scripts and made a whole episode out of 2 plots. So we got a plot is Captain Picard and Wesley Crusher's road trip to Starbase 500 whatever. And B plot is Geordi gets caught in the Samaritan Snare.
It sounds like just a whirlwind of excitement with Wesley Crusher's awkwardness and Captain Picard's anger just in a 10 by 10 room.
It's an example of like the Federation is just so earnestly trying to help people that they don't notice when they're getting played. And even played by very low IQ aliens, because they're just so excited to help people out in space, right? That's what the Federation does.
Well, yeah. I mean,
we meet the Pakleds in this episode. You'll see them throughout the show, and like you'll see them on Deep Space Nine, just in the background every once in a while. Pakleds just hanging out, but for some reason they play a major part in the animated show Lower Decks. They're practically the main villains. Which makes sense because that's all comedy and lightheartedness. And the Pakleds are just so cuddly and
I haven't been able to even watch like an episode of that.
It's got its moments. Once you realize that it's not trying to be Star Trek, it's just trying to be a joke about Star Trek. Like it's the inside joke for Trekkies.
I see. Almost like what we're doing.
Exactly.
It appears to be a triangle, sir.
The Dorito class ship, Mark IV. Huh?
How did they get space travel? Okay, again, if this is how smart this species is, how did they build a ship?
Yeah. Who did they steal it from, perhaps?
Yeah, this must be like the species that like buy, barter, traded into spaceflight. Uh-huh.
What?
He is adorable. I just want to take him to Chuck E. Cheese and just give him $10 and be like, go have fun. You know, like I'll be there for supervision in case he gets in trouble, but he just needs his own time.
Yeah.
I like gummy bears.
It's like, what happens when we meet somebody that's just low IQ? Like, they're friendly, but low IQ.
Yeah.
Like, bless their hearts, they're in space. Here's another instance where Worf is perfectly reasonable and right 100%, but we're just going to yell at him.
Yep.
Because he's being mean. He's a big meanie face.
That seems.
He doesn't want to help people in space. That's what the Federation does. Help people.
Well, it seems like a very Star Trek thing, like a running theme that the person in the beginning of the episode who's right about the entire thing is the one who everyone's like, yeah, shut up.
Yeah, foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Also, I don't see Counselor Troy anywhere. Like, hey, I'm getting some really bad vibes from these round people over there.
She's at Risa. Not for the normal stuff, for tennis. There's a tennis camp there. Risa has other
psychology
stuff.
Conference, just like the ones they have in Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going there on impulse power, apparently.
Well, the nacelles really are just for show, for landing. Apparently. They glow for show.
There's like fancy underlighting.
What? Read your history books, Mr. Crusher.
Which ones specifically, sir? That's a broad subject considering the year it is.
Late 22nd century, so in the time of Archer and Warp 5 and all that. Wait, are you opening up to me? Is this happening?
Sorry I brought it up. Jeez, Grumps McGirt.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you totally meant to. You're like, if I'm going to be angry, I might as well spend my time in a shuttle with my favorite punching bag.
Whoa, artificial heart. Does he have the Jarvik line?
He's got the Yamaha. I don't know, like a motor in a cup? I'm not a doctor.
It's just junk 24th century technology.
Hey, buddy, don't be down. I'm here for you.
Okay, I'll just keep piloting the shuttle that's on autopilot and going in the same coordinates.
Yeah, he literally has nothing to do.
Like, I should just be reading or eating a sandwich.
Or reading a sandwich.
Oh my god.
I didn't bring treats.
Smells like cabbage.
Oh, here he is.
I have 3 belts.
Anyway, I think I hear your guys' mom calling. You guys should go.
Oh, that is a serious vibe. I pulled that like a couple of cul-de-sacs over once because I was just like, I'm done. This kid.
Yeah, can't do it.
Cannot get along.
Oh man, I had a couple times where like you're stuck at like a get together. You know, all the parents know each other, but none of the kids do, and you end up with that kid who for some reason has a connection with you, and you're like, oh, just get this kid away from me.
Oh, about time you showed up. Were you in the shower or something, or aerobics class?
Oh,
we sent him over there anyway. So, you know.
I like how Data has the same concern we do.
Uh-oh.
Not because anything nefarious, like they just blow themselves up all the time. Notice he didn't say Nausican.
Well, the Nausicaans are just like, they're like irritable biker dudes with ugly faces. They don't have a culture so much. They just...
That was a different shuttle.
Well, that was probably a miniature. The full-size one has like a different angle to it.
No, that had a rounded front. The full size was really square.
Yeah.
I think they used a different prop inadvertently, and they're like, well, go with it.
Sir, are you talking to me again? Are you talking in your sleep?
Yeah, can I... It's
like nobody literally nobody cares.
I was gonna say at this point,
like he is making a huge deal out of it.
Yeah, isn't this he said it's a less than 2% mortality rate, right? So you can consider that a very basic surgery at this time, and he is just losing his marbles about it.
And it happened to him so young. Like I guess maybe how many people even know about it? But does he think that all the other captains get to like, it looks like artificial hearts here again? Can't even, has no aortas of his own.
Yeah.
Dumbass got stabbed by a Nausican. See, I've got these motherboards here. And these Apple 280 these Apple II motherboards here,
let's see what the
we'll
problem
cross-reference them with the Commodore 64 motherboards.
You know, what's really the problem here is you're running on a 256. You really should be on like a 512 or greater.
Now I'm going to upgrade you to VGA graphics.
You are pretty. I love how they made their suits out of moving blankets.
Like U-Haul blankets.
They clearly are. Look at them.
Yeah.
They have like the chevron stitch and everything.
They're flame retardant too. Oh, what'd you do, Jordy?
This is me at work when like something just breaks and I'm calling maintenance.
This
like
is
it
my-
is broken.
This is my boss when we have a power outage at one of our radio transmitters. Like, well, when's it going to come back on? Like, when the power comes back on.
Can you make it go?
Well, will you let me know? Like, yeah, also, you'll just hear it
Yeah,
on the
it'll
radio.
just be on the radio. Just leave your radio on. Oh, he got
No.
brave enough to just say it.
More like your mom, but, you know.
Oh. He is like Kevin McAllister explaining this.
Well, there's a chance I could be your biological father. But well, let's not get into that right now.
Small chance, but 2.4%.
2.4%. Exactly.
We talk about that more than we talk about your dumb heart.
Oh, yeah, well, I know everyone knows that. I'm fine with everyone knowing that. I want everyone to know that.
That's why I got that shirt.
Keeps
Says-
those kids away from me.
You know, also the future would completely take away the whole reason for having fancy leather-bound books because you could just replicate a fancy leather-bound book.
Well, it could be something handed down, like it's an original, centuries old.
But you say make it so all the time. Can they turn that light off?
You're not supposed to have the reading lights on in the car at night.
I'm talking
It's
about
really distracting to the driver.
I'm talking about the blinking one.
That too.
Look, what is wrong with that guy?
Are they just sitting here watching them on the view screen this whole time like it's TV? Like we're doing?
Uh-huh.
So many things.
Oh, he made bright lights.
All right, we're having boiled hot dogs for dinner.
No, they have to celebrate. It's mac and cheese with hot dogs in it tonight.
Yes. Beanie weenie. Oh, ow.
Oh, it was set to kill. In fact, I think they're Romulan shields.
In fact, I think they have a Romulan down there. Like, hey, help me! All I did was try to fix their shield.
Yeah. Also, if their ship is so fragile, just like, ping it a couple times with the forward phaser bank, that'll drop the shields like instantly.
All right, time to start shooting.
Yeah, just... It almost looks like a Buckaroo Banzai ship. And nothing happens.
And cut to A plot. Would you like some tea? Earl Grey hot. He just whips them out on a plate like that's how they're replicated with a napkin.
No, those are ones he brought. They've been warm for a while.
Of course, Starfleet officers only eat sandwiches with the crust cut off. Look at those. That's like tea and sandwiches, like cucumber.
No, don't sit there. Go back up front. At least they had nice acoustic padding in the shuttle.
It was the same in the transporter room.
Yeah.
I hate these gas station sandwiches.
Always too much mayo.
I just kept leaving women at cafes in France and star bases and wherever.
In a cave in Risa. On a planet when a huge storm was coming by.
But my dad and mom were married and they're in Starfleet.
Are we getting along, sir?
Code, have you always been such a jerk?
He just had to make sure to say that. You know, just to make sure that Wesley knows that I was top of my class, too.
Magna cum laude, and boy, did I.
Wait,
well, they never technically joined the Federation, Wesley. They sort of just stopped being at war.
Yeah. There were Klingons who joined the Federation, but...
Like Deep Space Nine would be soon.
There they are. My favorite angry alien.
Dom Jut, human! Starfleet has no grandma.
I said he was the son of a... I'm not going to say
Silly
it.
nanny. Devious joint lock.
Yeah,
I saw Devious joint lock open for Screaming Females back in 2015, I think.
Yeah, it was like Hole played there too, I think, right?
Yeah, it was a basement show.
Okay, it was pretty cool.
Ouch. Well, it looks like I don't have to worry about that career in Starfleet after all. I'll just die here. Well, what's interesting is that they gave him a mechanical artificial heart and didn't, like, there's no technology to just grow a human heart, and just plug it in.
His is grown. That was one of Wesley's questions. Yeah,
no,
he had
but they show
it. That's right.
In Tapestry, Q holds it up, and it's a Jarvik line.
But that's weird, because he asked, was it what is a genome something grown? And he's like, of course.
Oh.
Or no, maybe that's the one he's getting.
Maybe he's getting the upgrade.
That's right. Well, these are good sandwiches.
Have the McChicken.
I also like how they grabbed like the least fancy food ever for Picard to have with his like fancy teas, just having sandwiches.
I don't know if it's an actual reference, but it reminds me of in 2001 when they're going off to see the monolith with Dr. Floyd, little moon shuttle. And they're like, hey, the Russians could get this and blah, blah. Oh, hey, by the way, would you like some coffee and sandwiches? Like perfectly domestic. And
yeah.
they're just like, hey, this one's ham cheese, and then we got turkey and egg salad. And all right. On the moon.
It very well could be the reference.
I don't know. Maybe it's interesting that the crusts are cut off, though. Like it's tea time sandwiches. What am I, Tony Stark?
I say he knows they're dumb. Like, yes, they fooled him, but they are actually dumb. So he just make ones that are broken.
Yeah, well, he needs to pull a Django where he's like, hey, just give me your gun real quick. Okay, boom.
Yeah, he's like, but I'll need that to copy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ram him.
A British tar. Oh, sorry. Wrong.
He didn't get on his feet like Riker did, that's for sure, man.
Well, we shouldn't be going sideways. What, the one just now? Come on, give me a break. It's only been 6 hours.
I can fly us in a loop-de-loop if you'd like. What? Was that a philosophical comment about the study of philosophy?
Yes.
Oh, that hurt me.
Well, you don't know where you're going unless you studied where we came from.
Yeah,
so.
I agree with that. Oh, and we're back to this.
Just back and forth. Check in on Geordi.
It's almost like they did full editing on both episodes, and then they gave it to another editor who just had the editing deck with a switch, and he was running both episodes side by side. And he just...
Because they really like Geordi.
Like she stared him down for a second and then swiveled back.
Yeah.
Like she had to like give him a moment to be like, yep, know your place, Riker.
Also, see, I told you so. Because I was right again. Oh, no, after you.
Well,
Okay.
don't follow me.
Well, you don't need to hear my HIPAA violations here, so come on. Oh. Your mother would have been much more discreet.
The sandwiches were terrible, but the talk was good.
Don't know why they put onions on those shuttle pod sandwiches.
Right? Like, and they
what's
let
the point?
Well, and then you do the whole thing. If you put a sandwich together, bread and all, and then you let it sit for a while, it always gets weird.
It just like it just melts into the ingredients.
Mm-hmm. We look for things. They just shoot him again?
It's like Rick James getting kicked across the room.
Also, how good was Burton at doing the backward jumps and slamming into stuff? Because that's not a stunt guy. That was him. He's good at it. Join us next week. Oh, we're back.
Well, they could really just send over a 500 gigabyte file of nothing, just temp files and stuff. And
or
be
just
like, here you go.
Yeah, or send them over schematics of like previous Starfleet designs that didn't work.
Should have listened to me.
Yep.
Should have listened to me.
Yeah, see how uncomfortable Worf is? He's like, I said, don't trust him.
But literally, they could just, shoot the phasers and drain the shields and beam Geordi up, like, all in 5 seconds.
That's a really big heart.
There's absolutely no chance we could ever screw this up. So you just relax and let your anesthesia take hold. Count back from 100.
I would love if they're like, we've done this 100 times. And he's like, I'm ready. And they're like, all right. Initiate. And it just goes, vroom, vroom. Yeah. All right, you're done. It's outpatient now.
Where is the machine that goes ping? Oh, no. He's also going to be a demonstration for med students, too?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be open longer than normal.
Famous last words indeed.
All right, now where are my keys?
Oh, wait, they're in there. Shoot.
Wait, that was his kidney. That was nowhere near his chest.
Oh, wait, he is a human. Damn it, I thought I was operating on a Vulcan today. Goodness. Always check their ears, kids. Always check their ears.
Wow, who does that sound like?
The 3rd grade bully.
It sounds a lot like...
Just wants your homework.
Humans?
But how?
Yes, we get them a bunch of security blankets, wait till they get really, really addicted to them intellectually, and then we take them away.
We beam over Chinese finger traps.
Right? You'd have the whole
Tell
crew.
them that there's something sweet in the middle of them.
But you have to push them together,
To push them together, and now you can't push buttons, haha. You're all trapped.
It really is the perfect plan.
Polychromatics, I think I saw them open up for Moby one day.
Oh, yeah?
One time.
Okay. Uh-huh.
All right, well, just come over to this thing called the warp core. I'm going to open the door, and you put your face in there, and you'll be very smart. You'll be so smart. Just put your face right in there. I'll give you a little push. There you go. We want to be great conversationalists. And they're not putting over like B-level. Those are like A-list enemies. Like,
yeah,
they get fooled.
I
and
wonder
now the
how.
Federation, right? And the Federation got fooled because they're kind and want to help people. How did the Klingons
or the
Romulans cough up their stuff?
Yeah. The Cardassians and Romulans, either of those would have just blown these guys up because they just didn't like them.
Like, we don't care about your broken computer.
Like, you're in our way. Yeah.
Guidance system.
I am not getting the code, sir.
And our sonic showers.
Commander Riker, I don't think he got it. Let's do it again.
He heard hydrogen collector, 24 photon torpedoes. I'm sure he knows your exact plan.
They just see the ship go.
Smell like mayonnaise. Get off of me.
That pain in his hip went away. Maybe it's one of those things, right?
They surgery over and everything's fine. What?
Yeah.
One of those things where they what?
Oh, I was going to say one of those things where like they shoot him with the phaser and he hits one side, so that hip hurts. So they shoot him with the phaser again and he hits another side and he feels fine.
Balance it out. Wait, heterocyclic. You said you did this 100 times. Ouch. You've got the 3 lasers in the machine that goes ping.
Hit him.
Well, you're not one of those?
Hit him. Why has no one tried hitting him?
Suddenly, this routine cardiovascular replacement.
Yeah, let's remember the DS9 episode where they transported a piece of brain into a guy to make him work again. But they can't transport a heart.
Yeah.
Help us blow asteroid.
I love this just assortment of knobs and lights that they put together.
I know, this is straight up like a Plan 9 from outer space prop. Yeah. It's so beautiful. I love it.
It's like a kit you assemble it at home. Like, look, Mom, I made the gears work. I made the thing light up.
Oh, that's your problem. You put it in upside down.
So this actor here is Tae Ma. And you'll recognize him. He's the Chinese general in Arrival.
Really? Oh, yeah.
And he's also in, if you'll look closely in RoboCop 2, he's the assistant to the doctor, the female doctor that's in charge of RoboCop's upkeep. That's always arguing with the shyster lawyer.
Man, now I really want to watch RoboCop.
And now he's a biomolecular whatever on Star Trek.
Biomolecular melanolyst.
He's got some alphabet behind his name, his title, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like PhD, P6, RF.
Black belt level 4.
Yeah.
Not because he's Asian, I just realized that, but you know what I mean. It's also like the belt buckle joke I made about the guy in Rotor. PhD level belt buckle. Oh, she's still here. Cool.
Yeah, she is. She's still hanging out.
No hot chocolate, though.
They steal this off a Russian sub?
Yeah, it's like the...
Oh my god, I want to leave.
Jordy's just going to spend a week in his sonic shower after this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm off. Sonia, the keys are yours. You do whatever you want to the warp core. I'm done.
Yeah, he's gonna he's gonna read a bunch of like Shakespeare with Picard and some other he's gonna look at some high art concept paintings. He's gonna just try to wash his brain.
Don't you have a plan yet? Get this over with.
Yeah,
Will.
I thought there was a plan.
Oh no, it's like UHF. Adjust your antenna.
Oh, because they'll have to take their shields down to fire weapons, right? So they'll take their shields down to fire. Okay, all right. This switch that says on, I'm going to flip that to off, and okay, we're good. Wow, to shoot a gun on the Enterprise is really complicated.
Right? Shouldn't she have like 3 people helping her?
Well, Geordi's on the other ship, so he does most of the work.
Almost there.
Yeah, still just waiting.
Almost there. Stay on target.
Negative, did not go in.
Oh my gosh, what's that?
It's kind of like Mothra's wing dust. Oh, crap.
And they're so depressed they just give him up.
Notice no one moved or pressed any buttons. It was clearly a guy off screen. Can we still come to birthday party next week?
Oh my god, Geordi, you smell like soup.
All right, now please go shower. Like, go shower a bunch, please. Like, their ship, like Klingon ships smell bad, but they, yeah.
See you in a week, Geordi. So all these doctors, but oops, I spoiled it. I jumped ahead.
Because she's the biophlebotomist or whatever, right? That they got.
Yeah.
Crap.
Beverly? Oh no.
Medical shield provided to you by the electric company.
So literally he could have just stayed on the Enterprise and had the procedure done by her, but he didn't want to. Wait till you see the tape.
Now I'm going to flick you in the forehead.
Holy cow. Dude, just... Could you put the anesthesia back on his forehead or something? Just put him back to sleep. So cranky.
You get to keep the ski cap, though.
You have to give that pillow back to the airline, though.
Ta-da!
Oh, how embarrassing.
We're clapping for Wesley, sir.
Yeah. Well, Captain Jean-Luc Picard's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Literally, because that's a new heart.
Yeah, whatever, Mark Twain. Sit down. Oh, that's slow, huh?
Yeah. We'll get there eventually. Like British Rail.
Whoosh.
All right. Well, that was Samaritan Snare. And if we could ensnare you into our world of Snark Trek commentary, hit us up on YouTube at Ship on Fire. And find us on Facebook and Twitter at Ship on Fire, but not TikTok.
Yeah, don't do TikTok. And hey, if you like podcasts, jump on the old podcasters like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and look up Nobody Asks for This.